Hello, welcome to my channel. Renzo here. Let's paint. Okay, let's have a good time painting. Okay, just a second. I'm gonna tell you the colors: titanium white, cameo yellow hue, cameo orange hue, cameo red hue, permanent alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and ivory black. Okay, I'm gonna add one more color. I'm gonna add burnt sienna. I think darker brown, not too, because there is a lot of dark on this photograph. Okay. Okay, hello Blanca, hello Sapnir. Thank you, Sapnir. Okay, just moving things here on my screen. Okay. Okay. I think I got everything here. Yeah. Okay, let's sketch a little bit. I'm gonna pick up a mini brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of burnt sienna and ultramarine blue and just a touch of linseed oil to sketch. Okay, basically when I sketch I prefer just straight lines. The blocking is, it should be pretty simple, and it's better, obviously it's better just to, let's say, see how tilted is something when we use a straight line instead of making a curve. And obviously from here I'm gonna make a curve. Always the basic structure of the face. Okay, this thing about the structure is something that I always use. It's not just for beginners, it's just, that's gonna be forever. I have learned to measure and those proportions 30 years ago. I still use them every time I paint. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Cheryl Mary on Facebook. Oh, something is asking me to paint my own portrait. Yeah, one day. Okay. Okay, let's see. I have the overall shape of the face. I think it's kind of close. Okay, I have this shape here. Shape of the neck. Something like that. The shape of the hands. Okay, simple shapes, okay? Just simple shapes. Let's see. Okay, right now I'm thinking about, for example, I have the face here, I have the hands around here. Between the face and the hands, we can see a negative space. And obviously, every time that we draw, we basically use copy what we see. That would be copying the positive escape shapes and spaces, and the negative spaces, that would be areas that we don't see. For example, I have a finger here, another finger here, finger here. This area, that's a negative space. I'm trying to copy that too. Okay, not just the hand. At the same time, trying to copy, for example, this area between the fingers. And sometimes we can even use the frame, like the edge of our canvas to, let's say, for example, copy this negative space here and the same in this area. Okay, I'm gonna go with a darker color to darken up everything. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go darker on the background. Oof, I moved my camera. I don't know what happened. Yeah, no, I think. Hello, Monique. Hello, Linda. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna mix more burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. A little bit of linseed oil. I'm going pretty lightly. Okay, I need to step back. I think everything is okay. Let's see this. Dark, dark, dark. Okay, it's kind of a triangle. Yeah. The light is here. The shape of the light is here, and the face is kind of split in two portions. Like this is shadow, and here's a lot of light. Yeah. Okay. Everything here is darker. Darker here. Now, what about the background? Definitely there is contrast here between a light background here and the shadow on the hair and the hands. I would like to make everything darker just to... Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna make everything a little bit darker. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna light up here in the background around the hands. But let's make this, the background a little bit darker. But I'm doing that because I wanna see just this, the light here. When I see the photograph, obviously I see the light, but at the same time I see the background. And that's okay, you know, it's not like I'm changing, let's say, the background to make it better. No, it's just what I want to see, what I like. It's not gonna be better because of the dark background. No, it's just what I like, okay? I would like to see, to feel just the light in the middle here, glowing in the middle. No, another thing that I'm thinking maybe to warm up the light a little bit. Don't know yet. By the way, she's an actress from South Korea. I think, you know, my wife, she loves to see some series about, I don't know, some series just I think from South Korea, I think. Hello, Melanie. Okay. Let's continue, okay? Let's see. Squinting down my eyes. There. Light. Okay, let's put some light here in the middle of the face. I'm just using pure white. I just want to see now this light, okay? Okay. A little bit of yellow. Okay, I see this light hitting the hair, hitting the face, the neck. Yeah, okay. One thing, maybe I'm gonna make the neck a little bit darker. Yeah, why not? Just a little bit, okay? And not shadow, I mean, it's light. There is light here hitting the neck, but it's gonna be just a little bit darker than the face, just to keep my focal point here. It's obviously, the focal point, we see the highlight, and that's, whereas the highlight is a focal point. I mean, there's no always like that, okay? If you see like a light, like let's say a really light scene, and you see something dark in the middle, that dark is gonna be the focal point because everything is just lighter. Okay. Now, what about the skin color? It's pretty, like pretty light. Yeah. What about making this more pinky? Okay. Pinky with, oh, I need another color that I think is gonna help me. I have here chrome green hue. I'm gonna put it here and there. Here. Okay. Right now I'm just establishing colors. I wanna see, like, I have an idea about how I'm going to end this. Okay, red here, red here. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this green with white, a little bit of linseed oil. Yeah, because here I see on the photograph just one color. Looks like one color all this area. And I'm thinking about just keep, let's say, make the red here works like a midtone, and sorry, the green here works like a midtone, and this pink works as a highlight. Okay, okay. I don't know if you all can see this green. Okay. Now what about the hands? Okay. Oh, that made me think another thing. Hands and shadow. We can exaggerate an orangey color on the shadows. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I gotta just one finger here, the other finger. Okay, what about if I make Hey, I don't like this color, it's too dark. Okay. What about if I make just the hands more orangey? And you know that I love this kind of glow orange as a highlight or as a reflected light. No, I can exaggerate this, but I cannot just do this pretty reddish. I need some red here with the green, some red here, red here. Yeah. Okay. A little bit of light. Light. Now, definitely to make this the hands reddish hands. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be better for me to keep a dark background. The contrast is gonna be a little bit different. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna light up more the hands, lighter fingers. Just here, and all this area, the hand is gonna be a little bit darker. Okay. Now I'm gonna have lighter fingers than the photograph. That means that I can use darker background. Okay. Okay, what else? More reddish here. Pink here. Obviously, the nose is gonna be more reddish. The upper and lower eyelid more reddish. The forehead, it could be more reddish. Okay. Now, let's mix a little bit of violet. Okay. I want to add a cool color. Now, let's see. I have the light here, light on the hands, light on the face. What if I put this cool color here on the shadow? And at the same time, this cool color here. No. Okay. Let's see. I need to step back. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I need to darken up everything now. Okay. What? Everything is here is gonna be darker. A little bit of light, maybe here. Yeah. In the photograph, you can see that I'm gonna make this darker. The hair maybe a little bit reddish here, just to add some color to this darker area. And I have a warmer color, cool color. Okay. Now a little bit of white here. I'm moving this. Just a second, moving this. Okay. Okay, now let's mix a darker color again. see some comments. Hello, Gina for Fort Cirque. I've been watching your videos trying to learn acrylics portraits. Okay. How do I make my portraits not look cartoony? Well, there's not just one answer, but okay. One thing that I could tell you now, pay attention to edges, okay? Because I think uh, when we have sharp edges, definitely we are closer to kind of cartoony painting or drawing. And I mean, we all usually paint, and when we start painting, it's everything about sharp edges. You know, we just want to see details, areas, everything so clear all around the painting. And what a difficult question. I mean, this thing about the edges, and it's gonna be about practice. Okay, it's not enough. It's not there is not an answer like it's gonna solve a problem. It's gonna be about repetition, repetition, repetition. And I don't know your background. Maybe you have started drawing cartoons, or maybe you have started with digital painting. I don't even know, but definitely people that has started with digital painting, let's say, for what I have seen, there are just they. I think it's gonna take more for younger people that start with digital painting to try to work on edges, because when you work on digital paintings or illustration, it's kind of you don't care about that much about edges or all of that. And in fact, and you know that it's better, have sharp edges in illustration. From what I have seen, I have seen so many beautiful illustrations, and nobody cares about that. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm not that much. I don't know too much about that, but that's what I think. Okay. Another thing that I could tell you for this is, for example, the feature of the face. You don't need to go darker with details like a really dark color, sharp and dark line on the mouth or the nose or the eyes. Okay, we pay attention to a portrait. Usually the colors on the face, nose, mouth, eyes, we don't need black to paint up those areas. It's more like a dark brown or even a reddish brown, but it's not, it's a darker color but not close to black. And even, for example, in this particular image, we can see that to paint the mouth, for example, the line in the middle, we can see that it's a dark red. It's not even close to black. And the nostrils is the same. Now, if we paint with just black, the nostrils and the mouth and the eyes, definitely it's gonna look more cartoony because of that. Because of that definition, that high contrast. Okay. I need to soften this shadow here. It's pretty light. Any other question? It would be nice to have those kind of questions. Yep. Okay, let's see. Lower lip, mouth. Okay, let's see the shadow below the mouth. Okay. Hello, Fadia. Thank you. Hello, Tuko FIFA. Doing okay today, thank you. Hello, Lollipop. Lollipop Strawberry. It's a nice name. Hello, Paul Sarsa. Okay. Hello, Dionisio Junior Gallo. Hello, which is the best kind of brush I need to use? Okay, for brushes, I'm gonna tell you first what I use. I use basically a lot more like 90% of synthetic brushes. Okay, now my brushes are not that expensive. I know, I mean, I know another cheaper ones, but definitely are close to be like the cheapest prices, more than the expensive ones. I love them because are pretty soft, and uh, I have tried expensive brushes and I love them too. It's just, I don't know. My opinion is about brushes that you can find nice brushes just with a really low budget. Which is different from oil paints. In the relationship between quality and price about oil paint is different. At the same time, I gotta say that it depends. You know, if you get used to work with some type of brushes and then you change, maybe it's not like changing to upgrade to a better brushes or better quality or better price or whatever. No, it's just what just we are used to use. Now, if I could tell you go buy brushes, I could tell you to go, and if you find obviously a set of $10 brushes and another set of $100 brushes, I could tell you go for the $50 brushes. That's in the middle. Yeah. And there's a link on the description box where you can see the brushes are pretty similar to the ones that I use. Are not the same. You know that I couldn't find the same on Amazon, but they are pretty close to the same quality. Now another thing is about, let's say, I don't know. I mean, this brand, it looks like the hair is the same. Different brands, and the hair is the same. It looks like they use the same hair for all of them. It's just a different brand. That's what I feel. Now, for example, this one is made here in Peru. Okay, I think that's the only like national like Peruvian brush. This is different. This is pretty soft. Okay, it's pretty soft. I don't know what this. Definitely this is synthetic hair, but I don't know that much. But I feel a difference between this brush and any of these brushes. Yeah. For the rest, It's like I have different brands, but all of them are the same. I haven't tried that much. Uh, I have bought like maybe the expensive brush that I have bought in my life is been in it was like $60 brush. That just one brush. I mean, for me it was a lot, and I'm gonna tell you, I keep that brush for a long time. Every time that I was about to use it, I was thinking, hey, no, I'm gonna keep it for a better painting, not this one. And after painting, I was keeping the brush just there, like, no, no, no. I'm gonna use it in the next painting, now this one. And I don't even know, I don't remember how, where is the brush. Or, at the end, I used that brush, and I was so careful that I don't even know what happened exactly, like it was pretty good or not. And I'm pretty sure that I used the brush just for blending. Yeah. Now, if you see on my channel, I have some videos where I paint with bristle brushes, because I have painted with like really thick paint. You know, yeah, I bought all of those brushes on a hardware store that's close to my house. I can get like six of them just for what, $5. Yeah, they work. They work really good, but they don't last. It's just like after two or three paintings. I mean, the hair start to coming out. It just, you know, I won't recommend to buy those ones. But while I'm using those ones, I mean, on the process of painting, those brushes are just perfect. Maybe I'm not the guy to recommend materials. Yeah, and another thing that I live in Peru, Lima, Peru, South America, and we have a lot of materials here, but definitely when I compare with other countries, definitely we don't have all of them, like different papers of brushes of expensive materials, you know. And about my background as an art student, I was saving on materials. When I was practicing drawing, I used to just buy. I mean, all my friends and me, used to buy papers, huge papers, for $1. You have I don't know, a huge paper that you split in four or even more pieces to draw. Yeah. And kind of you're getting used to that, and that's normal. I've been a teacher for a year here, and when I saw the students just buying the always the cheapest materials, I mean that made me remember myself with my friends, always looking for the cheapest materials and saving the money for the beers. Yeah, we were young, but after with time, when I was in my fourth or fifth year of the School of Art, and then I started to buy better materials. I learned more, and one thing, at the same time, one thing, this is a kind of psychological factor here, that when somebody's afraid to paint, and obviously we always are afraid at the beginning to paint, And this thing about, hey, don't care, buy the cheapest one you find. And you feel some kind of relief, it's like, yeah, what's gonna happen? I mean, that's gonna be like a $5 canvas and cheapest brushes. And you go and paint. And I remember some of my friends, they think, hey, it shouldn't be like that. You gotta be pretty respectful about materials. You have to pick up always the best materials because it's one way to respect your own work. Yeah, but you know that I have seen so many people just feeling a relief of, that being less afraid to paint when they just use inexpensive materials. Yeah, if that works for somebody, yeah, go ahead. I mean, who cares? At the end, that's a common question. So many people are afraid to paint, and it's just like there's not an answer like, hey, you gotta do this and that. What, meditation? Just you gotta do it. Just paint. Yeah? And one thing that's gonna help is that hey, you use simple, a cheap material, and don't think that's gonna be a masterpiece. And just paint. That helps a little bit. I'm trying to keep a little bit of red on the nose. There is always some reddish areas on the skin, the nose, the mouth, the chin, the cheeks. I use Agustin Munoz is telling me, hello Barbara, hello Fatih, hello Daniela. It's telling me I use whole hair from Rosemary CEO for silver brands. And I have another question. What size are you working on? Yeah, it's like at 8 by 10 inches. And about those rosemary brushes, yeah, I have seen so many painters on YouTube recommending those brushes. I think those are pretty good. I haven't tried them, but if you see, those, let's say, huge YouTubers, painting YouTubers, recommending those brushes, pretty sure those brushes are really good. Yeah. In painting, in art, I don't think that any painter is going to recommend like a product that they don't like. Yeah, yeah, I don't think that could happen. Maybe. What do you think? I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna just darken up everything a little bit more. Okay, a little bit of a light blue is what I need here. A little bit. Okay, let's see more questions. Yeah, thank you, Monique. Yeah, I usually paint like 8 by 10. Yeah. Any other question? That's nice. I like it. I like to speak about materials. Well, I think you can tell that I don't have like a lot of experience about materials. Yeah, but anyway, but one thing that we're gonna be maybe more worried about is the canvas. Okay, usually the canvas is gonna bring you more problems when you don't have a nice canvas. It's gonna just suck the oil from the paint. Yes, it's just terrible. I think everybody has faced that. You know, I tried sometimes because there are some stores just close to my house that they sell canvases, but that's for just for kids. You know, for the for art, like little kids, and they start to paint with oils. You know, but oh, I can imagine that those kids are gonna be just pretty disappointed, and they're gonna find that oil painting is pretty difficult, and that's gonna be because they just the worst canvases that exist here, but they don't know that. They just use them. Every time that I buy a canvas, I add an extra layer of gesso. Yeah, I prefer to always to add an extra layer of gesso, and I add the layer with a ruler or a palette knife, a big palette knife or ruler. Okay, let's see the fingers. Mm. Okay, let's add more red here. Okay, more white. Okay, have light here. I have a lot of red, that's what I want. I gotta work, just pay more attention to the drawing. You know, painting hands is gonna be always difficult. Okay, and I need a little bit of green. Okay, green and more red for the knuckles. I'm gonna add like pure red. Okay, here. Oops, I think there was too much red. Okay, have a little bit of red, green, and violet. Okay, let's see. Okay. Dionys is asking me in portrait paintings which is best, acrylics or oil paints? Oh, well, I mean, I think it depends on your own level, but definitely acrylics are difficult for a portrait, and I think it depends on the style, but I'm thinking that if you're watching my video, maybe you like the same what I like. It's kind of smooth surface, and to blend with acrylics definitely is more difficult. I gotta say that if you're if you're dealing with proportions when you paint a portrait, likeness, values, and at the same time you're kind of fighting with the acrylics because of the dry time, just I would suggest just paint with oils. No, but like I said, it depends on your own level, but and experience that you have with the materials. But if you're able to control acrylics, yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna be able to paint anything. But you're thinking about choosing like, hey, I'm gonna choose acrylics because it's gonna be easier. No, it's not gonna be easier. Okay, and so many times I have heard people saying, "Hey, I wanna paint with oils, but I don't have enough experience. I wanna start with acrylics and then I'm gonna move on to oil paints." That's different. That's two different things. I always say, you're planning to paint with acrylics, you gotta start with acrylics. You're planning to paint with oils, you gotta start with oils. Yeah, but I have heard people saying that. But I have never heard people saying, "Hey, I'm gonna paint with acrylics." But because I'm afraid of doing, I'm gonna start painting with oil first, oil paints, and then I'm gonna move to acrylics. That sounds, that doesn't sound okay. Eh? It's the same when you say like, I'm gonna start with acrylics and then move on to oil paints. And uh, every time that we paint with acrylics, it's like we have a different mindset, and for oils, it's different too. Okay, let's see. I need to step back. I think that's okay. I'm gonna go. Oh no, just make this darker. Okay, this is gonna be a difficult portrait. I'm adding a little bit of burnt sienna. Okay, I'm gonna change different brush. Continue painting the hair. Yep. Let's see, let me step back. Hello, Joel, Marine. Hello, Michael. Hello, Mary, Miriam, I think. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I just. Yeah, okay. You see on the photographs, obviously, this is pretty dark. Yeah, and okay, I'm gonna keep this dark, like around her head. Yeah, dark. I think this is gonna be my darkest dark here. and then here, not here, okay? And I think maybe I'm just going to kind of soften this, make it like pretty blurry, kind of lost here, okay? Now what about the value here? What about this? Should I make it darker? No, I think that's okay. Yeah. But I still don't feel like the light in the middle. If you don't see light, that means that you don't have darks. There is contrast, When we see lights or highlights, that means that we have shadows. Okay, first I was painting the hair. I'm gonna just burn sienna. And this is a brush for blending. See my brushes for blending. Just picking up with this brush, burnt sienna. Yep. Now, okay, wait. More burnt sienna. Okay, I need a little bit of orange here. Okay, orange, a little bit of orange. Okay, what about the highlight? I'm gonna mix blue and white, and that's gonna be for the highlights. Okay, just step back. Yeah. I'm gonna mix again. Burnt sienna, a little bit of alizarin crimson, and black. I need to move this a little bit up. Okay, let me put some pure black here. This is gonna be my darkest dark. A little bit of alizarin crimson. Okay. Now I have again green, pink. About details in the face, I still have time to work on details on the face. Reddish here, a little bit of blue. Oh, I need more blue. Okay. Yeah. Okay, what else? I need to step back and think. Okay, let's think. Contrast. What about contrast? That's okay. This dark is pretty good. That's gonna add a lot of contrast to this area. Now, pure black. I feel that is even looks even darker and a little bit colorful when I mix alizarin crimson with black. Okay. Okay. About the drawing, I still have time for the drawing. I mean, at least I have the shape of the face. We need to put more on the here. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the green on the neck. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think this color here is receding and the pink is coming forward. Okay, that's good. Now, about to making this glow here. Obviously, white alone it's not gonna make a color glow, but it depends. I mean, that you surround that by a warmer color, then you need to add a cool highlight to create contrast. I don't see here like this is a warm light. Yeah. Okay. But I can exaggerate even a little bit of yellow to create some highlight here. But one thing, I have used light blue, this blue, light blue on the highlights on the hair. That means that this light is hitting is cool. That would be the same for the light on the face, which I think it is. It's like just basically it has a lot of white, that light. And if you can change. I can have a cool highlight, a warm highlight here. I could change that, but definitely the idea is just to kind of respect the light temperature. If you have yellow, it's gonna be a yellowish light here, yellowish here, yellowish here, yellowish light everywhere. We can break the rule. Yeah, we can do it. We can do whatever we want, but we should be really careful. Now, what else? Okay, first I need to work a little bit on the face to continue creating contrast in the face. Yeah. They change to a tiny brush. Let's see. I think the proportions on the face are okay. I just see that I should reduce the mandible, the chin. I think I'm gonna move this a little bit up. Okay, a little bit up. That definitely is gonna move the shadow on the chin a little bit up, and that's gonna reduce the chin. No, I'm using this permanent alizarin crimson, a touch of black. Okay, almost nothing. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay. Let me see. It's a little bit darker here. Okay. Moving things. Okay, let's see. Hello, Pato Serrano. Hello. Nobody else. Hello, Linda. Okay. Okay, what about this eye? I think I have something wrong with the lighting of the eyes. In the mouth too. I think I should tilt it more the mouth. see. Yeah, I need to move the light on the nose. This nose is in shadow. Here I need to light up the nose. Need a different, another tiny brush. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna be just cleaning this one because it looks like I left my other brushes. I know. I mean, pretty sure I have a little bucket with this. What's the name? Turpenoid. You know, to clean the brushes. I think I left some brushes there. Okay. Hello, Key Thiling Suarez. Hello. Blanca is saying, these are my favorite moments of the day. Oh, that's pretty nice. Thank you. Naref, oh, I don't know how to say your name. Sorry. The hair color is satisfying to look at. Thank you. Okay. Something's not okay on the face. Well, let's continue working. A little bit of white. Okay, I need to add some highlights. Definitely, there's gonna be a highlight. Even that, I mean, we don't see highlights on the photograph, but there is a highlight always here. Tip of the nose, you know, here because of the zygomatic bone. Remember? Okay, a little bit of light here. This is because of the muscles that comes from the zygomatic bone, from the nasal bone to the mouth, to the edge of the mouth. Okay, the same is here. Okay. This area we gotta make it feel that it's turning. It's, you know, it's not something flat. Same here. And the chin. Light on the chin to make it rounded. Now I'm gonna be just back and forth here because I need to, you know, we don't see too much of those things. They're pretty light. The photograph is pretty light, but definitely those details are there. Even here, we should see something here, a little bit like that. Okay. Now on the edge of the mouth, the corner of the mouth, sorry, here the same, there. Okay. Now, obviously, my intention is to try to create the volume on the face, those little portions, but make it pretty subtle because we don't see that too much on the photograph. Okay. What else? Okay. I need to continue looking for shadows. I'm squinting down my eyes. You know. Let me do something that sometimes I do is just turn off the light. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay, but definitely I need more contrast. Okay. Okay. Let's continue darkening up everything. Okay. Here's darker. Okay, we need to make this portion darker with a little bit of purple. Okay. Oops. Okay. Hello, Oscar. Okay. Hello, Pilar San Martin. Okay, let's go. Oops. Let's go with the light on the neck. You know, I'm adding a little bit of green, chrome green hue for the light here. Okay. Now I'm starting to see more contrast. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm starting to see more contrast. Okay. I need to go darker here. It's just black and permanent alizarin crimson. Okay. A little bit of light here. Now I have some purple here on the shadow, pink, green. Okay, I'm gonna make this shadow a little bit reddish. Okay, a little bit. this. I think I made a mistake on the neck. Okay. I love when I start to see the face. The problem that would be always one of the difficult things, values. You know how difficult it is to get the values right. It's just it's pretty difficult to judge when something is should be darker, should be lighter. No, obviously, for me, for example, works pretty good when I go over the painting like again and again. And let's say one way to do that is just like paint the eyes, nose, mouth, and then I paint the rest, and then I go back. I don't try to finish up just one specific area. In this way, I have like the whole view of the face. And when I think about lights, I'm always thinking about you know the light here on the nose, how intense is this light, for example, and being careful that it shouldn't be maybe as bright as this light. Yeah, maybe it is. What I'm trying to tell you is like you cannot just concentrate and try to copy this small portion. You always need to see the relationship between this and that portion of the face and the cheek. Okay, and with that, obviously, you can change colors. Yeah, like I did here, more greenish, more reddish. Yeah. That's up to you if you wanna change colors, like add more contrast. Obviously, if you add red and green, you're adding contrast. And that's what I'm trying to do here because that's why I have this greenish and this more reddish. Obviously, it's a soft contrast. It's not like a pure red or a pure green, but definitely that's a color. That's a contrast of complementary colors. Darker. Okay. I'm gonna soften here. I need to reflect the light here on the nose. Okay. Gotta think again about the highlights on the face. Highlight because of the zygomatic bone. A little bit of light here because of the muscles. Light on the chin. Okay, here on the mouth. This portion. Okay, and pretty sure that you're gonna see some highlights here on the lip. Yep. Okay, I need to step back. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna soften those lights, those highlights. Soften here, here. Okay, the same for the neck. I need more light here. You know, the neck is like a cylinder. We need to represent that. Okay. What about, I have a problem here on the shape of the head. Yeah, something's not okay. What else? What else? Okay, I'm gonna mix more blue and permanent alizarin crimson. I think that's gonna be the dark here. I wanna just see more of this purple. Let's see. I like it. Yeah. Okay, when I find a color, I don't like it like this because obviously it's kind of alone. What I do, but no, I mean, I'm trying to kind of just squeeze this color here on the painting. I have this purple, and what I'm gonna do is put more of this purple here. Okay, it's just a repetition of the color, and after doing that, I'm gonna check out the painting again and see if now it's working. Because you know the thing that I don't see this color alone here anymore, and seeing the color some other areas, it makes just, oh my god, I forgot everything about how to explain this. Sorry. What I'm trying to say is about harmony. Okay, imagine that just music, repetition of tones, sounds. Even here, for example, this is this purple. Okay, I'm kind of repeating the color here, here, and here. Let's see, that works? No, I don't think, because I know this is, I think, kind of a huge mass of that color. I don't think it's working. I could make it work, yeah, if I add more of this color, like, for example, maybe here, a brush stroke. Yeah. Okay, where? Here, another brush stroke. Okay, and obviously everything is about balance. Now I have to knock down a little bit at the same time of doing this and share this color with green. It's not gonna be just about orange and purple. And at the same time, try to see and work on details in that area. Okay. Let's work on the hands, okay? I need to take a rest from the face. I'm gonna paint the shadows on these fingers, more reddish shadows. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of this red here. Hands are always pretty difficult. Don't try this at home. Okay, a finger here, a finger here, a finger here. Okay, let's see. Finger here, here. Well, this area is kind of confusing. Yeah. Okay, knuckles here. Okay, wait, 1, 2. Okay, okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. A finger here, another finger here. Okay, I think I got it right. Some pure red here. Okay, let me see. Hand. I'm gonna add pure red on the palm of the right hand. Okay, let me see if that works. Knocking down the purple a little bit. Okay. No. Hello, full arte. You're welcome. Somebody has any question? Just let me know about anything. Mm. I need a different brush. this one. Oh, I gotta promote my Patreon account. As you can see on the screen, like over here, that's or on the chat box. Oh, there is a link to my Patreon account. Okay, here you can find mostly paint alone sessions. We used to paint Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. Kind of the whole week. It depends if you want to paint landscapes or portraits or drawing. You know, we basically spend the whole week practicing. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I need to darken up, add shadows on the fingers. Just need a dark red or a dark brown, and that's gonna be the shadow on the fingers. Okay, that's not the only color, you know, but right now the color is the color that I need for these shadows. I'm gonna add on top of this at some point some purple, a little bit, okay, not too much. Every time that you paint, if you paint hands, try to measure, for example, from the finger on one side and measure with the face. That's going to be always a problem that maybe we end up painting smaller hands or bigger hands. Okay. Now Refot Cirque is asking me why you don't use medium. Uh, yeah, no, it depends. Sometimes I use it, but I gotta say it depends on the canvas. I remember uh, once here in YouTube I was I was painting, making a live stream, and I picked up one of my canvases, and I didn't realize that that canvas needed another layer of gesso. And when I started to paint in a live stream, I started to feel that how that this kind of was just difficult to lay down the paint. I end up adding more paint and adding medium, obviously, because it was pretty sticky. You know, when the canvas is not okay, what happens is the canvas sucks the oil from the paint, and you can feel that you don't feel that the painting flows on the surface. It's kind of sticky. You cannot move. You cannot move freely the oil paint. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to know, and that happened. And that for that occasion, I had to use a lot of linseed oil. Yeah, another reason obviously is the brand. I use Winton. If you use a different brand, maybe any brand, I don't know. It could be more stick, you know, it could be stiff, and you need to add linseed oil. It's not like linseed oil. Let's say the oil paint is just pigment and linseed oil. Okay, you add it or you don't add it, nothing is gonna happen. If you feel that you cannot paint without linseed oil, that's okay. It's not like you see somebody painting without linseed oil and you're gonna do the same. No, no, it's just what works for you. Okay, for me, works sometimes paint with linseed oil and sometimes I don't. Just that, depends. There's a lot of mediums. I always say that we should try all of them as much as possible. New materials. About me, just linseed oil. Sometimes I mix linseed oil with turpentine, half and half, and I use that as a medium. I have used uh, what's the name of this one? Liquid. I have used liquid. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Obviously, not nice enough to buy a new bottle, but it was pretty nice. Okay, let's continue. Okay, I need to step back. I need more white. I'm gonna add pure white. Here and here. Okay, let's blend. What about a little bit of light here? Oh, not more. Oh, more white. A little bit of yellow. Let's see. Okay, step back. Yeah, I don't like this finger here. This. I think that's okay. Just highlight this here and here. Yeah. Makes me want to add more light all over the rest. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for a minute. I need to just to think about that. Yeah. Hello, Mary. Monique saying we hear some nice music on the background. Yeah. Uh, when the pandemic started, uh, a lot of people here that makes art, music, all of that. They started to go out on the streets and just play music on the streets. And that have stopped for a little bit, but from time to time, there's a group of musicians just going there, just playing music, and people obviously on the street just they give them money. And some people even throw the money from a window, like they, if somebody lives in a fourth floor. Yeah. And that music is from the jungle. There are different musicians. That now that we're getting back to normal, that has changed. But that's pretty nice, listen to music. No, but when you think about, those guys are musicians and they don't have any money, they making money, they are working. That's you think, hey, wow, yeah, it shouldn't be like that, but it's like that. Yeah. They are making a show out there on the street. I'm making a show here on YouTube. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I like it. I like it. What time is it? I've been painting for almost 2 hours. That's okay. I'm gonna use a brush for blending. I have here ultramarine blue and white. And with this color, pretty lightly, I'm making the highlights. And speaking about those musicians, it's like, it's like everywhere. Like, I remember one guy, he was singing on the street. and it was pretty good. No, it's like pretty good. Some people, I don't know, you can tell that more people were willing to give him a tip. Yeah, I remember that because it was with my kids, and they said, "Hey, yeah, no, I think it was like, how do you call when somebody just sing, but I mean, for real, those are not singing. The person is not singing; it's just kind of moving the mouth, and the music is just playing." I remember I thought, oh no, no, that guy is not singing. And then he obviously he improvised a little bit, change, the lyrics, and then they said, "Wow, that's pretty nice." I have an uncle that is a musician, and my uncle he owns a store, a small store, like a mini store. You don't get what is a store like a 7-Eleven store. Not, I mean, that's kind of big, but like a store like that, it has like a lot of things, you know that. And he used to go to play, because he loves to play the guitar. I don't know if he has studied in some place. I don't know, but I remember he used to go like, "I'm gonna go to work," and he was just going to play with some friends to a party. Yeah, it was pretty nice, and he has a lot of guitars, and he's always practicing and playing. That was his passion. Yeah, I remember I took my kids to see my dad, and that was my uncle. My uncle was there, and my daughter she was impressed because my uncle was playing the guitar, and she was, "Dad, buy me a guitar. I wanna play the guitar. I wanna learn to play the guitar." And I said, "Okay, okay, okay, okay. Let's go to buy a guitar." We didn't go. I thought it was like just like at the moment. Well, maybe she's gonna forget about that. And she was the next day, "I want a guitar. I want a guitar." She was, I think, 12 at that time. And then she was, "I want a guitar. I want a guitar." At the end, it was like a couple of weeks. Yeah. And I thought, yeah, maybe that's what she wants, to play music. I bought the guitar. She played with the guitar like a couple of days, and then it's there. Just nobody uses it. Okay. Okay, I'm squinting on my eyes. Let me turn off the lights. I need to see. It's pretty dark. Okay, I think I have too much light here. Should be lighter here. What about the neck highlight here? I want to work like this just for a minute, okay? More light here than here. Okay, let's add a little bit of light here. Move this light a little bit up. Okay. Now what about here? The fingers, yeah, pretty nice. This one I gotta make it darker, yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's okay. Sorry, I moved my camera. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking about adding maybe more color here in the mirror. Mm, okay, Pilar is asking me what do we do for the titanium white to kind of cover more. I mean, not to be that transparent. Yeah. Uh, First, titanium white. I mean, all the colors have some degree of transparency, uh, but titanium white is not like it's not the white that we think that when we want to make something transparent. Like we don't think about titanium white. I mean, I'm trying to say it's not transparent. Okay, when we want a transparent white, we think more about flake white or lead white. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe it's the brand of oil paints you're using. Okay, maybe because it should titanium white is pretty opaque and is maybe it's one of the more like intense whites. Yeah? And some painters just prefer lead white. I gotta say that maybe a lot of painters prefers just lead white, flake white. It's kind of the same because it's just a transparent white. Okay. Mm, okay. Let me think. I'm gonna add more burnt sienna to the hair. For example, we need to see create a shadow here. Okay, more. Okay, I just realized about something here. Need to soften this line on the nose. realize that this is shadow on the face. Now I should follow the shape of the face. Okay, I should go darker. I'm thinking here. I think that's okay. Okay, thank you, Monique, Linda. Pilar is saying, tu inglés es excelente. Your English is good. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best. Sorry for the mistakes when I speak. That's normal when you're not a native speaker of a language. Yeah, I don't care that much about that. I hope you all don't care about too much about that. And I gotta say that I have a Spanish channel too. I make live streams there too. Well, lately I've been making more. I'm making more live streams in this channel. Yeah, I'm gonna put my name here on the channel. Okay, you just look me for just my full name. You put my full name on YouTube, you're gonna see my Spanish channel. Okay, Melanie saying your English is great. Speak considerably more English than I speak Spanish. I haven't heard you speaking Spanish, Melanie. Yeah. This Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm doing okay. If I make you laugh when I make a mistake speaking English, that would be pretty nice. I could be pretty happy. Okay, let's continue. She has really tiny hands. Well, okay, I'm gonna stepping back, checking out what else. Okay, gonna add more highlights to the hair. Okay, it's just white with a touch of ultramarine blue. I'm using a brush that I use for blending, because I want kind of a irregular, brush strokes. Okay, I think that's too much. Getting tired. I don't have any coffee here. Hello, Monica. Thank you. Hello, Mervat. How you doing, Mervat? Okay. I don't like the hands. I don't know what to do. Just to make them darker, get rid of the red, purple. I have a problem here. Maybe just make it just a dark brown, like the photograph. And that's it, you know. Sometimes we try to look for more colors to make it an improvement, but maybe it doesn't need anything of that. Maybe it's gonna be just about keep it simple. Okay, now I'm thinking. For about the face, I don't know if the likeness. I think it's close, but you know that. I end up just like worrying about more the color harmony and contrast more than the likeness. Maybe somebody know her. She's an actress, you know. She's a South Korean actress. Okay. What about making the background a little bit darker? I don't think so. Okay. Hello, Karen. Karen is asking, do we have acrylic tomorrow? Oh, I don't know. I think the first class of every Saturday it was oil paint, and then the next was acrylics, then the next oil paints, then the next acrylics. Yeah, I'm gonna check out anyway. I have to look for the photograph for tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna continue with this. Okay, okay. I wanted to keep this darker, but I'm gonna light up the background there because that's I want to see the fingers. Let's see. Oop. Okay. To draw this, remember, it's more about drawing the negative spaces between the fingers. like it. I'm not gonna have the same contrast, but I like it. Okay, I'm gonna speak in Spanish just for a couple of minutes, okay? Because I have a question here in Spanish, it's pretty long. I need to, it's from Luffy Monkey. Si quiero trabajar en acrílico con bases de veladura, ¿se puede hacer en un papel de acuarela o en uno para acrílico con superficie de lino? Wow. La verdad que superficie de lino. Sí, yo creo que puedes trabajar en papel de acuarela o en superficie de lino, en ambas. Sí, no creo que tengas problema, Luffy. Okay, Luffy was asking me about painting with acrylics on just the paper that is used for watercolor or just a canvas. And I told her that it's okay, it could be, the paper for watercolor, which is pretty thick, and or a canvas. That's the advantage of acrylics. Could be working any surface. It's different with oil paints. Yeah? Okay. Hello, Sat here. Uh, Here's somebody. Nare Forest Stick is saying I use cardboard with gesso for acrylics. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hello, Mister 5840. Yeah. We can use. When I say that we can paint with acrylics at any surface, I said that because I have seen people use acrylics on even really thin, like cardboard and or even for craft. Okay, and it's pretty good. It works really good basically on any surface. Now, obviously, I'm not thinking about how it's gonna last, how much it's gonna last on any surface. But when we think about that, we're gonna preserve or painting as much as possible. Yeah, definitely we should think always about the surface. kind of difficult to see here. Finger. Wow, it's too dark. There is on. Okay, another finger here. Yep. And another finger here. Okay. Need a little bit of green. Just a little bit, okay. Thank you, Full Arte. Melanie saying the shadow under her chin and her hair are amazing. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Melanie, for the super chat. Oh, Mervat is saying I think the hands need some fix. Maybe darker. Yeah, I was thinking about that. You know, I try to work with some purple. I'm keeping a little bit of purple here. I try to add it more. I can see a little bit of the purple contrast and light up the hands a little bit. But you know, I think that idea didn't work. I think that if I just darken up the hands, it would be better, like even for details, because there is a finger here and here, and it's just too difficult to work on all those details. I think I'm gonna just darken up and just not like fully like convinced that to do it now, but maybe I will do it. I think that's gonna be a good solution for to not work on the fingers. Not so sure yet. Okay, I'm gonna add more lights here. A touch of yellow. Okay, let's darken up the fingers and not think about the tears. Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep it just like that. And I wanna work on the painting on my own time. And to finish up the fingers. Yeah, I would like to add some details there. I'm gonna try a little bit, okay? Just to add a little bit of details. Like for example, I see a little bit of light here. But I'm gonna be able to finish up, we're gonna spend like a lot working on hands. Okay, let me see. Zooming in the photograph. Light here. I have light here. That's one of the more difficult things to work on. Obviously, a portrait is difficult, and hands. Uh, 1, 2, 3. I don't see that pretty clear. I'm gonna zoom in the photograph. Okay, I see a little bit of light. A fingernail. A fingernail here. I'm gonna put more time here for the hands. But on YouTube, somebody's writing in French. I would love to know what you're saying. Okay. I don't know what you're saying, but it looks like you're saying that maybe something is not okay with the hands. It could be. It could be. Okay, I need to soften some little things. For example, here on the mouth. Remember, we can keep some a little bit of sharpness here. Okay, the tip of the mouth, but here on the corner of the mouth is better just to make it pretty soft. Okay, what about uh, oh, thank you, Melanie. Melanie is explaining to me that Sad Hill is saying that the hands are too small. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, fixing the hands, that would be the size of the hand, that would be pretty difficult. And I'm not gonna touch then. I would love, but to be honest, I'm not so sure if the hands are small. Maybe they are. One thing that I know that after painting 2 or 3 hours, sometimes I'm not able to see the mistakes. Okay, but definitely trying to fix the size of the hands, that would be maybe worse than keeping them just like that. Pranith, hello. To paint with acrylics, I I use the same canvases for everything, for acrylics and for oil paints. I prepare my own canvases with 3 layers of gesso. Hmm. Just that, and that's enough. I add the gesso with a ruler or a palette knife. That's what I use basically for paint. Oh, I saw a friend preparing the canvases with a sponge. I don't know if I'm saying right. A sponge, those little things that absorb water. And I saw that. I'm gonna try to do that. I think it's faster than using a ruler to prepare the canvases. Hello, Jonas. Okay, I think I'm getting close to the end. What do you think? Oh, I'm gonna knock down this green. It's just too intense. This red, sorry, green. I'm gonna soften it here. I'm working on the edges, making this kind of lost, here lost, a little bit sharp here, and here lost. Now I love the light on the photograph, this light that goes like this. I love it. Just on my painting, I don't want to add that light because I just want to keep the attention here. I prefer this to be kind of soft and even a little bit lost. I'm killing, I'm killing all the edges, you know. Okay. What else? The face, soft edge, highlight obviously here, a little bit sharp here. This is completely lost. Here the same. I could love just to lost this. Even more, I think. Okay, just like that. Fingers. Okay, maybe I need to add a little bit of light. There's one brush here. Okay. There. Now let's see the face. Again, I'm gonna add more green. I think after blending, obviously, all the colors just looks a little bit softer. I'm adding more green here. Okay, not too much, a little bit. Why? Because I want this. Obviously, the color here is a little bit grayish on the skin, but my intention is just to make this pink glow a little bit more. And obviously the photography just showed me just one color. And I want to add a little bit more color, but I don't want like make it orangey or something like that. And basically I'm just trying to add these two complementary colors. Green, a light, really light, soft green, and this soft red. Okay, I have a little bit of orange here, reflected light orange here. Not here, but I could add, I think that's okay there. I don't need, just have light, 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 light. Basically on the face, I have changed the color a little bit. Uh, I love the hair, the hair's color. But I think, I mean, that's what I see on the photograph. You know, we see a kind of a sudden change from this to black. On the photograph, it's just like that. It's pretty, you know, sudden change. Okay. Well, everything is okay. Everything is okay. More burnt sienna. Now a little bit of purple. I want a little bit of this purple here on the shadow. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay, getting to the end. It's almost 6, almost 3 hours. Yeah. I think that's it for today. Let me check out again the mouth. Okay, always checking out the edges, soft edges. Okay, a little bit of this pink here, a little bit of orange, because the color here is kind of, it's not clean. Yeah. Okay, I think just that. Yeah. A little bit of pink here. I hope you like it, and I hope you have learned something. You know, I'll try to share as much as possible. No, I'm lying. You know, I keep a lot of information for my patrons. Okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty nice. That was pretty nice to enjoy the time here painting. Okay. Okay. I think that's it for today. Oh, okay. Okay, Monique. Okay, Mr. 5840 is asking me the medium you paint on, where to find it. Is it necessary to color the background in light gray, for example? Yeah, no, that's not necessary, but I prefer that because I prefer to see just the light. Let's say that we can work, if we work on a white canvas, we go work with the darker colors, darker colors. Imagine that you work on a black canvas, you work with lighter colors. And if you're in the middle, you work, you paint with both light and dark colors. It's better a gray canvas to judge values. Okay, it's something that we should do. Like no, it just depends. Yes, it's not like you don't use a gray canvas, you're not gonna be able to see values. I'm just saying that it's a little bit easier when a gray canvas to judge values. That means to when I see a dark, to get closer when we mixed the colors. Okay, and I use acrylics to tone the canvas. Just acrylics. I mix black and white, and I add a touch of orange, and I paint that. It's kind of transparent painting. Hmm. Okay, thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Siva. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, everybody. Okay, see you next time, everybody. Maybe Monday. Okay. Thank you so much for being here with me, and that's it. And just checking out, okay? Checking out. And the one thing that I wanted to add on, and there's some highlights here on the hair, but I think that it could be kind of maybe confusing with the hands, the fingers. Wow, now I see the hands, I see this finger, maybe it's too a little fat. Let's make it slim. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much. What else? Let's make it darker. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm here. Thank you for being here with me. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.